Today we're going to be making a blossom pendant. Looks kind of like this, and it's kind of almost like a little flower, and there's 4 of them. And if we do some hole punching and hang it up, it can hang like this. And you could color it in different ways if you wanted to, or you could just leave it one color. And for today I'll let you choose a colored piece of paper if you'd like to. So start with a colored piece of paper or a white 60-pound piece and fold it into our origami square. So you're going to take this top piece and fold it down to the edge here to make the triangle. Okay, and use your bone folder and get a nice strong crease. And then flip it over. Fold the back up so it matches that triangle. And then you're going to cut it on this line right here. Okay, but I'm going to use my book knife to trim this paper. Okay, set those aside. And now you're going to just do a regular, the regular kind of, we have that diagonal, and you're going to fold corner to corner to make the opposite triangle. And use your bone folder. Okay, then take this X and flip it over. And now you're going to fold top to bottom, fold with your bone folder, and left to right, fold with your bone folder. Okay, and now you're going to do what's called rabbit ears. Oh wait, sorry, not yet. You're going to fold corner into the center on all pieces, corner into the center. Corner into the center. Corner into the center. And now we're going to learn a little piece, or relearn. We should have learned it in 2nd grade on the origami turkey. But we're going to do what's called a rabbit ear. You take this edge of the triangle and fold it down to meet the bottom on both sides. So you're going to do once here. And you really only need to crease up to this crease right there. And then undo it and fold the other side, this one, down to the bottom. Like that. And crease up to that edge. And what that's going to allow us to do is you're going to push this little corner up and pull these 2 down. And you're going to have this little like triangle kind of deal sticking up like that. Okay, so you're going to do that for all 4 edges. It's called a rabbit ear. Technical origami phrase for it. So take a moment and do that on all 4 pieces. Make sure they're lined up nicely. And use your bone folder for good origami skills and flip them up just like that. If you want to take your fingers and crease this little piece a little extra, that'll help later. Alright, so you've got all these pieces creased up. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 points now creased up, and you're going to keep those there. And what you're going to do is you're going to now kind of back fold this into like a squash fold. You're going to take these, okay, and you're going to kind of pinch these 2 together and push them down so that all those points come together. Okay, and then we have all those points. I'll do it again. Here's what it looks like, and you've got all these points pushed up. Then you take the points, and you want these 4 points, 1, 2, 3, 4, to come together. So you're going to kind of grab them and pinch them down so that they all come together. Then you're going to turn it over. And there we have our little pieces. Now we have to make them look a little more interesting. So we're going to lay it down flat, and you're going to take one of these and you're just going to crease it, both of these. You're going to crease it so that this one is flat. You can kind of double crease it right there, that'll help it open. And then this little piece here, you're going to take that and you're going to crease it inside and fold it together so that that crease sticks out a little bit more. You can see how that one's a little more rounded now. I'm going to kind of flip that over and do it for all of these. I'm going to kind of keep mine up here so you can see it. This one, and then this one I'm going to crease in and squish it together and uncrease it. This one I'm going to do the same thing. Crease it in, squish it together, uncrease it, move to the next one. Take this one, crease it in, squish it, uncrease it. Okay, now the next step is this. We're going to take this bottom piece and squish it inside, and watch how I do this. I'm going to take this bottom piece and I'm going to imagine there's a dotted line right there that I'm going to fold on. Okay. Crease it really hard, and now I'm just going to kind of open this piece up. I'm going to squish this piece inside. Going to kind of back fold it and try to get that piece squished in. And if you can't do this part, it's alright, don't do it. It's too hard, just go back to what you've originally got, because we don't want to get anyone too confused. Okay. And that's going to be in like that. Now we're going to run into a problem right here in just a second, but we'll undo that. Okay, and here's still working. Okay, now what we need to do is do our hole punches. Right at the top of each of these corners, we're going to hole punch. Okay, and try to get it evenly in there. There's my first one. Here's my next one. And here's the last one. I think I accidentally did two at once. I don't know how, but I think I did because I got all four of them. Alright, so now I'm going to push these four together again, like that. And we're going to take an extra piece of string here, and we're going to tie it through these four holes. So I'm just going to twist this, get it through the holes. And notice I'm coming in from the outside down into the inside here. And from the outside to the inside. Then I'm going to come in from the outside on this one. And I'm going to try to even these up so they're close to even on the end here. And I'm going to just kind of gently pull them together and pull on my string at the same time. Don't yank the string because you don't want to rip your paper. But you want to pull it so that they're pretty close. And once you get the points all pretty close, you're going to try to pinch it there, and you're going to tie a knot. You're going to flip it over the top and underneath. And you might have to do this with one hand if you can. Okay, and you might want to ask a friend to help you. Okay, and tie that together once. And I would do it twice so it stays nice and tight. And what we're doing is we're putting a knot in at the bottom of this so that it doesn't open up as it's hanging. Okay, so there's our knot at the bottom. And then you take another knot, and I would just take these two, line them up, and tie your knot up here at the top by looping it over your finger, and then back up through the hole. And then taking your scissors and trimming it so that it looks nice, so that they're both even same length. Then we've got some fun working on this one to do. Here's that bottom that we kind of worked on before, and I'm going to flop it into a squarish piece, and then I'm going to take my thumbs and just kind of push it in like that. Okay. Then that's going to let my blossoms kind of fall out. And I'm just going to take my fingers, I'm just going to reshape these so that they're more open and so that they're more even. So take your time to reshape them so that they look nice. And that's my hanging blossom. Okay, and as you can see, it's got those 4 blossom pieces. Okay, and it's, if you lay it down like this, you've got it flat on the bottom. You could have that little bottom piece sticking out if you want, doesn't matter. Either way works. But that's a cool little way, and you could put little treats in there or hang it up and have it be a holder for pencils or whatever. And so it's a really nice thing to have hanging around.